Hello, everybody. Good evening, morning, afternoon, day, wherever it is your area. I hope you're all having a good whatever day it is for you. Monday for some, Tuesday for others. You've caught me mid-process here. I'm trying to fix a thing. So, unfortunately, this is not pulling out the ethylene and putting it into the trash void like I wanted. So, that means it's clogged the system. So I'm just trying to... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Wasted that tank. Dang it. So yeah, trying to figure that out here. Yes, we did this one yesterday, and it was automated. Other than I thought the ethylene was going into the trash, and it was not. So, got to figure out how exactly I'm going to pull that off. I think I have an idea. We're going to find out in a minute. Right there. I want to see if I can have it come into that. Off. Will not pull into a tank either. Dang it. Not sure. The only thing I can pull that out of, that I find that actually pulls it out of there, is a traditional gas tank. And I think it's because that's a gas. I'm not sure what else is going to hold it. I don't know of a way to pull the gas back out of here. I think I can... That's filling up with ethylene, but when that fills up, I've got to get rid of it. Trying to find a way to... it's a gas, so I don't know how I'm going to get... So yeah, fear, yes, I will, but I'm going to have a completely separate setup for each mulch. All right, Noel, have a good one, sir. The lava floor, I can chat with you about that here in just a second, as soon as I figure out how I'm going to get out of here, because I've left myself a door. Intriguing. All right, well, try this a little differently. Will that work? Yeah, hopefully that should work. Oh, here in a second. Yes. So the floor you're looking at is called lava stone. Lava stone, there's a lot of different cuts you can do with it. So lava stone normally looks like this one here. And it's just stone surrounding lava. But then you can chisel it into any one of these designs. The one I have along the edge here is called Mosaic, and this one is called Zag. I like it a lot. I really like this. This is my favorite of the lava stone designs. Zag. I just like the pattern of it all. All right, so that means I'm going to have to occasionally come in here and empty this tank. It's frustrating. Angers me a lot. So today we're going to work a little bit. We're going to get our compact machine system set up. I want to get that up and running. And then build a compact machine to put some mulch automated systems in. But first we're going to automate a mulch system out here in the regular world. And that's because, for some reason, of all the mulches, the next step up is one of the easiest ones to make. All you need is poop. Super easy. Doesn't require a whole lot. I've already put together the two machines we need. Sewage and an animal sewer. I just got to get some of the other stuff here. Gonna need power. Battery. That's not a big battery, but it's not going to need too much. That should be fine. Let's just add a couple to it. Too many. Just a smidge bigger. That's... Oh yeah, I'm also working on these saplings. All the twilight saplings and normal saplings I'm working on getting downstairs as well. That's another thing I'm working on. I need a GPS for the battery. Gonna need buckets. I think. Build this in a while. Let's see. Animal sewer. Yeah, so the animal sewer. power, it collects sewage. Sewage comes in here, turns it into compost. Okay, so sewage is a fluid cables. Some of those. These. At least probably 2. I did finally get some iron going. I had to sacrifice the coal and sand and all those things. One of the videos of you playing with viewers start a week ago. Playing with viewers. Not anytime soon. The viewers thing is going to be after I build Let's Plays for us to play with them. Then I was going to invite the members in to play those. But I'm still trying to get that 3rd server working. And then once I do, I have to get in and actually build them. So it will be probably a little while. All right. A battery. Yes, that real quick. Get that part done so I know I've got power while I'm testing it. Yeah, the Zeg pattern is really, really nice. Use this one. Still at a point where all of my 2 power sources are producing power faster than I can drain it. So I don't need a 3rd one yet. It'll be a while before I do. So that should be getting power. It is. All right. I forgot to bring a power cable. And before anybody says it at all, yes, I know there's a remote. No, I don't want to have one. Clear that up real quick for people. Happens every stream. Oh, yes, I know they exist. No, I don't want to use one. Two of them all. Just to be on the same. The stuff for that, I don't. Okay. I shouldn't need those, but that. Cool. That one here. That up. Crank that up. Doing all right, Jeffrey. Yeah, I don't get me wrong. I feel horrible. I've been sick all day. I slept halfway through the day. I was not able to do my other job. I had to call in today. I feel just completely drained. So, yes and no. Yes and no. Overall, I'm still having a good day. I ordered a container of butter tarts from Canada on Amazon, and they arrived today, and I've already eaten most of them. That makes me happy. That's got power. That's got that. Fluid extraction cable. So that gathers the poop, puts it into that. It will. This. Okay, I've got my design slightly incorrect here. That will make it a solid. Yes, okay, I need an item. Still forgetting things. Yes, overall going well, having a good time, much as possible. I got my new shirts in, ordered some more of my own merch. I wanted to get a couple more shirts. Now I have one of every shirt that I have, which makes me happy. I did want to rep the merch as much as possible. 2 of these, I think I only need 1. Yeah, I mean, I'm just tired and I have body aches. Had a little bit of indigestion earlier today. I wasn't really able to eat much until this evening, but like I said, I had a sandwich, which stayed down just fine. Then I had some of those butter tarts. So I've been okay drinking. I've been drinking lots of fluids, so I'm staying fully hydrated. But overall, again, I'm nowhere near as bad as my wife had it. My wife had it way worse. So, yes, I'm happy that it's not quite as bad. But again, it's not bad enough to keep me from doing this, I assume. Unless I get exhausted later and have to quit early, but I don't think I will. Plus, I don't. Tomorrow's my day off streaming, so it gives me an extra day to rest up before Wednesday. Is that fearless boost? Going to need. What are those things called? The range add-on. Trash one. Next one. Next one. I have a problem making pretty much all of them. I just used up the last of my bronze, though. Ooh. Those. And sure. 11. Ooh, I don't have platinum. So I guess 10 is as far as we go. Oh. Wait, what? Oh, you don't need... I do that every single time. Every single time I do. I forget you don't have to have the previous ones. I make way more than I need. That's not what I need. Back of that. Try to run it. Yes. How's this chest doing? Doing okay. This shouldn't be too much, so this should be fine to sink it to the chest. I did go ahead and build a second input chest for when the first chest starts to have too many things coming into it. So I'll be able to adjust that. I bought the last Android speed boost, so that's good. This mulch I'm doing right now is this one, Ruby mulch, which, again, this is actually pretty easy, comparatively speaking, to the ones before and after it. So, you. Oh, damn it. I did forget one thing. Oh yeah, I have a door over here now. Hello, door. Got my redstone torch. Always keep a redstone torch. After this one is the bad one. After this one is the one that requires HDPE. No, give me that. Ever. Oh. Ever this side. Thank you. And there. Range on, and it will already start to gather the poops. Poops will then come into here, filling up the poops. The poops will then become sewage, get pulled out of here. Or this guy. There. That should automate that. It's just a matter of letting it build up a little bit. And once it has, we will have the stuff we need for the next mulch. So while we're waiting for that, fertilizer should hopefully start producing. It's not super fast. You're doing okay. I'm going to check on here. I just want to drop all that off. I need more animals as well. I'm going to get more animals. Got to be a certain amount to start turning into sewage. So get ourselves some animal seeds. And I know which animals I want the most. Grab those. Want some sheep seed. I have one feather. That's disappointing. What do you sell feathers for? A seed. I think I have some seed. I don't have any seeds. Well, there you go then. Hello, Teresa. I have these seeds. Those in there. I got one seed. I'm going to make a bunch of sheep seeds, but now instead I'm going to make chicken seeds. Those. I guess I should make a couple more sheep seeds. Those. Only bone meal, spades, item collector. Yay. The other way. I got more. I'm getting a lot of sheep out of this one seed. That's a good seed. That's a real good seed. Got one under that one. And the more animals you have, the more poop it collects. One on that one? Nope. First seed was good. That's all for that one. We picked up any? No. Get ourselves a couple chickens. Delicious. Ooh, good seed too. Like that. Like that a lot. Oh, I have a little bit of a fever. It's not too bad. I have a headache. That's the other thing I forgot to mention. I do have a headache. I've had a headache all day. So, it's not too bad. I will most likely be off tomorrow as well. Tomorrow will be a relatively easy day. Tomorrow I just film tutorials and stuff of that nature anyways. I don't have anywhere to go. Alright, there we go. That should start producing higher amounts of poops. And it's gone. Excellent. Means we're getting some. Alright. It's hard to tell if I have a fever, because I don't know, in a thermos, what do you call it? The thing you put on in your mouth to tell, thermometer. So I got my wife, put her hand on my head, but she's always extra hot, and I'm always extra cold, so it's hard to tell. Alright. So, we have 9 fertilizers. So it's going to take a little bit for that to gather up. Once it does, groovy. So, I made all these extra add-ons. I'm going to chuck these right now. I didn't have to do that. I feel a little stupid about it. Okay. So like I said, this is mostly automated. That's the same problem I have with the HDPE pellets. I just can't find a way to void out the gas. All right, so next we want to work on compact machines. Because I need those. That. Pretty much it. I may not have a big enough area to work on this yet, but we're going to check. Still no saplings. Look if that gives me a sapling of it. Okay, this may not be big enough. Oh, I forgot to light it up. So, this first one's just a test spot. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Wow, really? Intriguing. Well, that works out well. I need to build this side one more. Yeah, to make it even. Well, raise, I will need some flare lanterns. Here comes the boom! Dang it. Forgot about creepers. dodging me, turd. Okay. Need that one. This is the side I need to add one. They're gonna have to be. That is not centered, so it's not gonna be able to be exactly centered, but I want it to be as close as I can. I'll need one more built. Got two. Wow. Not really well at all. Now, if I remember correctly, they have to be the 7th block up. 6th or the 7th. I'm a little bit too high. It's better than being low. I may be one too tall now. I got it. We will see. Nope, that'll be perfect. All right, so this area up here is going to be specifically for these things. Also where I can do trial keys. A new area for that. And eventually, if we jump into astral stuff, I'll break off up here to go into astral. If we do astral. Again, you can only go so far with astrals. Sky Factor. All right. Good. Okay, oops. Not my mini thing, but I can. All right, so. Iron blocks, redstone, and redstone. Make a few of these. Luckily, these are not hard. So, as I mentioned earlier, I bought myself some butter tarts. They're pretty good. Not as good as the homemade ones my mom used to make by any means. But it was still nice to have them. The last time my friend Mike came down from Canada, he brought me some really good. Pretty, I guess now there's like all stores that just specialize in tarts, and you can get all sorts of different chocolate chip tarts and this tart and that tart. I like classic with raisins, baby. That is all I need. If you've never had a butter tart, your life has an empty hole in it. You need to get that fixed. They are delicious. With a capital ricious. Anybody see that new Marvel thing that came out today? Or I think it was today or last night about the movie and such. At the first glance at the Eternals, I'm pretty stoked for that. And some actors and actresses that I specifically enjoy, so looking forward to that one. I know I'm going to say this wrong, and in no way do I mean this. Is it Shang-Chi is the other one that's coming out after Black Widow? Like, I'm not super stoked for Black Widow. It's okay. And Shang-Chi looks like it could be alright. But they're not like top tier superheroes as I would view them for. I'm sure they'll be good. I mean, I'm trying to think, has there ever been one I didn't like, you know? Some that have been weaker than others. I don't think I've seen one that I just dislike. Let me say, well, as long as we're not counting the first Incredible Hulk, which technically nobody does. It's not canon. And even that, I really liked Eric Bana as Incredible Hulk. I thought he did a phenomenal job. I thought the story just very lacking. Yeah, the first look at the Eternals, pretty stoked about. And then it shows that they are in fact making a Fantastic Four, so we all expected that to happen eventually. Let's hope this one's good. And again, I wasn't horribly against the other ones either. You know, Captain America was in it. Sorry, I got an itch on my foot. I'm trying to scratch it. One moment. Itchy foot. So I got this weird thing that happens. I will, every so often, get just this insane, over-the-top itch that itches almost to the point of painful in the arch of my feet or on my heels. And it will last 30 minutes to an hour. And I have to just literally keep pressure on it and rubbing on it to negate it. And if I stop, it just kicks back in again. And it's insane. It's been happening for years. Drives me insane. It happens maybe once every month or two. Lasts 30 minutes to an hour. Mentioned it to doctors, and they're just like, oh, he's had poor circulation. Nobody ever seems concerned, so I haven't really done anything about it. But boy, it's horrible when I'm on a road trip. That's happened a couple times where I've been driving. We've got to pull over for 30 minutes. I cannot drive with my foot in that much discomfort. How many of these we got? I think we got enough for a couple compact machines at this point. Ooh, one too many. All right. I did forget to make some tunnels. Need those. Forget, what's a tunnel need? Those, hoppers, and redstone. And whoops. Is that right? I did, okay. Whew. Scared myself for a minute there. I thought I forgot. I hate so many of these things. In my day. I'm old, remember. Forget that. Draven's very old. Alright, so now we've got that. Now we have to build the actual compact machine. Oops. Compact machine. I only make the big ones. Why waste your time with the little? There's no sense to anybody. I'll make 2. That should be more than enough for us for today. Rolls. Anybody do anything cool today? Anybody have anything exciting happen? What is today? Monday? Worst of all days. I mean, normally. Not a fan of Mondays. Basically Garfield. You love lasagna. We'll say that. Love lasagna. I remember what else. Something else I was going to talk about. I've forgotten what it is. Wrong one. Get in there. This will take an hour. Slept in. Had a free lunch with my parents and have done nothing. I was up kind of late last night because I wasn't feeling well enough to sleep. Woke up about noon today. Spent a couple hours. Spent an hour just jamming on hour and a half, just playing a little 7 Days to Die. Fiddled with it in the last few days and wanted to jump in. I try to play through a single day at a time. Right, there we go. Then I laid back down, slept for a few more hours. I'm not a nap person. I don't nap often. But when I do, I drink this. Zachary's is not a sponsor of this. Popped down and took a nap. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. It's a little gross, but I think it might be a little funny. Maybe. So, my stomach was upset this morning. What does that mean? That means Draven had some pretty bad gas. So, I lay down for this nap I was talking about earlier. And my stomach is churning a little bit, you know, because I'm not feeling well. And, you know, occasionally the wind passed. Which isn't that bad, you know, no big deal. I go to sleep, right? Don't think anything about it. So, in the middle of sleeping, I ripped one, and it was a very high-pitched one. And for some reason, it was the exact same tone as my wife saying my name. Kirk? Because that's how she said my Kirk. She always has it with that same inflection. Swear to God, woke myself up farting because I thought my wife was in the room needing something. My ass does impersonations now, and I was unaware of it. Caught me by surprise. I was like, Heather? I woke up and I'm like, around for my wife. She's not there, and then I realized what had happened. It took, you know, just a second to come into consciousness, and I was like, oh, no, that was my ass. Never mind. False alarm, everybody. That was just my butt. So, yeah, that was, I called her, too. I'm like, just to check. You didn't call me, did you? Like, call downstairs? She's upstairs, downstairs. Just now, I'm like, okay. I just be sure. That was my butt. I thought it was. I just wanted to make sure. Want any confusion there. And what was going on there. Yeah, that was the first part of my day. Unexpected. Hey! I haven't got one of those in a while. I don't have that one either, do I? No. Nice. So yeah, that was my day. 13. Fertilize. Oh, there's 64. Okay. I was going to say, we're not getting a lot of fertilizer, but it's building up. Yes. Oh, as someone who always wanted to be a comedian, I was never able to do impersonations. Turns out my ass can. Who'd have thought? But yes, exciting time for all of us, really. Need some brick. Hello, let me in. Yeah. 6, 7. Could have brought my building gadget. Fixing. Oh my goodness. As soon as that happened, I was like, I'm totally talking about that. I'm going to miss that opportunity. We got a sapling yet? No! God, give me a sapling. Hope this thing drops a sapling eventually. Tree of Time. Got it yesterday while we were roguing around the Twilight Forest, which I'm hoping to spend a little bit of time there today as well. Interesting thing with compact machines, it will not let you go in the compact machine unless you have one of these little personal shrinking devices. Oops. I'm building it this way so I can do two completely different processes, one on each level. I'm not wasting a compact machine on one thing. I probably could have technically done 3. Just trying to be more environmentally conscious with my compact machines. Specs now is use your tool for coming in Android is helpful. Hey, excellent. I'm glad to hear that. It is awesome being an Android. I do my best to do it as soon as possible every time. Except for the last time where but everybody told me I wasn't allowed to. Glad to hear that it helped. I'm glad you're all here to hang out today. If you haven't already, do me a giant favor. Where the hell did my guy go? I was going to say, if you mind clicking like, that'd be awesome. Stefan Urkel. Excellent. All right. So in here is where we're going to start working on the automation of HDPE pellets. Why don't I make a Paxel? Very good question. I will when I have Supremium. I normally don't waste it between now and then. Not worth the effort. I will be going to Supremium gear and tools. Because I already have glitch armor, I will probably make the Supremium tools first. Weapons and tools. Before we start doing this, I forgot. We were halfway through automating our wither. We're going to need that for the Supremium. Let's real quick, let's finish that. Where did I leave off over there? Totally forgot about that. We have to 100%. All right, so I've already got it built. So I need fractions. I completely forgot about the width. Didn't even think about it today. Do that real quick before we move on to a new project. Don't like to leave things unfinished if I can help it. Enemy chests. Cable. Traction cable. But okay. He's gonna need some more of those. That's gonna be inconvenient. Brick. Oh, thank goodness. I already have some. So much easier. Food. Make as many. Oh, but okay. That still works. Gotta make stairs out of them. Will be groovy. Battery. Huge battery. Handle. Energy cable. 2. All right. All the time lining that up. Woof, indeed. Oop. Working. That's working. What's the most viewers you've ever gotten? Great question. So we had one stream. I don't know why it happened. I'm assuming somebody did a raid on my channel, which happens in Twitch all the time, but it's very rare on YouTube. But for like 10 minutes, we had like 300 people. Like 300 people popped in. None of them subscribed, but everybody popped by, got a bunch of views, and within 10 minutes, I was back down to 20-some again. The highest average normal one I get, I think we've hit like 30 or 32. Is it? But yeah, that one time kind of shot the bar, you know what I mean, right up top. Because it has technically happened where I've got a huge one once. It's alright though. So that's automated now. All I gotta do is load soul sand and wither essence in, or skulls. The problem is I don't have much soul sand. Work. Well, thank you, Prodigy. I'm glad I was able to help. How do you use the pills? You actually just eat them. Eat them like regular food. Make sure I didn't destroy this. I gotta make sure nothing pops. Doesn't break any of the cables or the wires. Yeah, all you have to do is eat the pill. Okay, nothing good on the back. Whoop, fell. Oh. I did not put an item collector over here. That's what I put. Something to gather the stuff. Whoops. Should be safe enough right there. Yep. All of it. Those gone. Most of the stuff's probably getting pulled into here. Uh-oh. Nothing's getting pulled into there. Where's the loot? You guys not dropping loot? Come on now. Oh, I didn't put a range add-on in. It can't kill anybody. I'm flying with glitch armor. That is correct. Glitch armor or supremium armor. I'm going to go to supremium eventually. But I have glitches easier to get a hold of early game. Let's make these. I forgot to extend the range of it. That's why they're all just sitting over there wondering why they're not dying. Now you all die. Pretty quickly, actually. 4 nether stars, some more soul sand because it blew up some of the soul sand that was in there. Fluid essence. Later. All right, that's up and running. So we've got some basic stars going. I'd like to see what netherrack seeds cost. A cluster. Those. Even just one seed would be nice, just building up a little bit of nether essence. It will make a lot of stuff easier down the road. To start with just one. Is glitch armor and advanced armor because I play F4, but I use transmutation table. I don't know if it's easy to get or not. I wouldn't say it's hard. It could take a few minutes. Why are these? Oh, probably where I fell down. So the glitch, you basically, it's deep mob learning. Which reminds me. So with deep mob learning, you make these deep learners. Inside of them, you create data models for all the different types of monsters. And as you kill things, it levels up these things. Then you make a trial key, and you, as long as it has a matching data model in your thing, the trial key will become that type, like a zombie or a skeleton trial key. Then you put that in the trial stone, and then you fight a bunch of that monster, and you get, occasionally a glitch will pop out. If you kill a glitch, you use the fragments from that to create your armor. So it's not necessarily hard, it can just take a little bit, but considering it's, not counting Project E, the second best armor in the game, it's really not that hard to get a hold of. I got mine pretty easily. Do I have to open Curse Forge? Yes. Yes, you will. Unfortunately, yes. Major tips that'll help start off. Depends on what you're looking to do, to be honest with you. I mean, I have a tutorial for about dang near everything at this point. Not really, there's stuff I don't have, but I got a lot of all the early basic stuff. I would recommend, if you're looking for some just how to get going, a lot of my tutorials, there'll be one that's called Introduction to Deep Mob Learning, Introduction to Astral Sorcery, Introduction to Compact Machines. A lot of those ones are specifically designed for people who've never touched that mod in the pack before, to give you a basic overview. And then there are more tutorials after that telling you how to do specific things. Like someone used the one, how to become an android. That's before that, there was an introduction to matter overdrive. So if you're looking for just some good starts, just go to my channel and do a search for Introduction to. You'll probably get, those are, I'd say, the best ones for people who are new to the pack at all. And yes, complete the first page of advancements as quick as possible. Of the saplings, the important ones. You don't worry about the bacon. You can do that stuff too. Then you want to go over here to Age of Farming, and on all the trees will be more saplings. You want to start getting those going as quickly as you can, because again, you will need a plenty. Oh, iron's almost done. It's almost done. I burned through all of my coal, gravel, and sand ambers to make that iron, because we've been so low on iron for so long. How's the poop coming? Almost 3 stacks of poop. I need 4 stacks of poop to be able to make 1 full stack of the next level of mulch, which is what I'd like to do. And we've already got 2 nether essence. I like it. All right, now we can go back to this. So we're going to start HDPE pellets. Now, HDPE pellets, again, in case you have forgotten, are the devil. HDPE, it is. HDPE pellets. The second most overly complicated thing in this game. I still say it's more complicated than chocolate and marshmallow. Chocolate and marshmallow are irritating. This is worse. There's only one thing worse than this, and there is an item you need for the highest level of solar that requires just to automate. Horrendous. It took me months to finally get it worked out, and then even then it wouldn't work on the version I had. I had to update to a new one just to get something different. What color pill? The red pill will make you an android. The blue pill will make you human again. The yellow pill will reset all of the android perks you've bought, but you will lose half of the experience you spent on it. So be careful with what you buy. You're going to want to hang on to it. HDPE pellets. So here's the process. I need oxygen and I need liquid ethylene. So to get oxygen, I need an electrolytic separator, which is going to make water, which is going to make hydrogen. That's the first one you need. This is the first part. You need an electrolytic separator. Okay, we're going to make one of those. We're going to do this one step at a time. Back in HPE, all right? Now, when I click on that, oxygen, it's going to provide me water and hydrogen that I'm going to need for something else. The oxygen is going to feed this last thing, which is a pressurized reaction chamber. We're going to need a couple of those. I have a tutorial for this. I am going to be doing the exact same thing I would do on my own tutorial. Do the same design every time. Unsure. Those. I think I actually need one more pressurized reaction chamber, but I'm going to start with what I remember. Ooh, what am I missing up there? Oh, no. What, have enriched alloy again? Lord, I run out of enriched alloy a lot. Redstone and iron. Okay. Iron. 4,000. Makes me happy to see that in there. Should be more than enough redstone. Wrong one. Oh, I've already got a ton of redstone. So yeah, basically the red pill, the blue pill, the concept is off the matrix. Always been my assumption. See how deep the rabbit hole goes. Wake up in your bed as if nothing happened. Great reference. So, let's see. Giving that a moment to squish up a couple of these things for me. Doesn't take too long. I've got the speed upgrades in them finally. Pressurize reaction tape. Right, never puts that in automatically. Gonna need tubes. Gonna need a lot of tube. That's true. I will do one more. Gonna need some chests. Yep. You're gonna need a couple hopping bonsai. Used up all my brick. I'm not a smart man. You may not know this about me. Get to work. I was going to need 2 bonsai. Those. These. Mulch. Ember's the best I got. 2 of those. Saplings. Use. Trash sapling. Clay sapling. Wood. World. Trash can. Probably going to need more than 1 trash can, but going to need cables. At least a few of these guys. Go ahead and make a stack. Enough iron to burn. Give me a stack of 22. All right. Going to need 134. That's enough of those. Going to need power cables. Those. Probably these. Missing something. Yes. I'm going to need a crusher. I need a crusher. Everything in the middle. These. Oops. What was I missing from there? Oh, no. I'm out of steel. Oh! Poo. Out of steel. That's okay. I think I made a steel seed. I did make a steel seed. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I am glad I thought ahead on that one. At least I did something right today. Make a few of these. Now I need some buckets. Bucket. Let's see here. I had to use to eat wasn't bind for some reason. I'm crafting iron amber. It clogs with acorns. You know I can fix that? Yes. Don't auto-craft iron amber. There are ways to do it. The way that I do it is I don't use the traditional method. I use a simple storage system and a processing cable, which is guaranteed to only pull the amount of acorns and amber out of your system that you need for that. A second. It's actually one of the more recent ones I've show you how I do it. Again, not saying it's the best way. There might be a better way out there. This is the best way that I like to do. That's not it. It's going to make me work for it. All right, give me a minute. Launch. Block. Laser drill. Using the wrong name. All right, there you go. So that's shows you how I use a simple storage system to automate it. So that way you do not get any clogging in there anymore. I like to do it that way. Other people may have other ways, but that's how I like to do mine. Acorns and resin. Yes. That's correct. Yeah, he's saying automating it is the problem, and that is harder. No. We were back to making a crusher. Crusher. Crushes it. That pulls pressurized. One more thing I need, and I can't remember what it is, but we'll figure it out when we get there. I don't ever use the lever thing because I just use a redstone clock. Crank it down to 0. It'll do all the work for you. Not too hard to make normally. That's for Prodigy. Welcome, Carbon. All right, so what was I doing? Oh, yes, we're going to go in here. Oh, goodness. All this stuff I put together. You know what I didn't bring? Anything for a power source. All right, well, guess that would help, wouldn't it? Needs a GF. Oh, I already got an extra upgradable? That's nice. I make an extra one of those for. Not that I'm complaining. Just one. Fluid. Yes. Fluid. Cable. Lots of cable. Lots of power cable. I'm not going to run this one. Wrong button. I am hitting caps lock. No one. Okay. That should work. Need a torch. A cobblestone generator. Oh man, I hate that. I need to start keeping a bucket out here. Then I gotta go and find the bucket. By doing that, I lose the recipe. Then I have to go back to whatever I was trying to make. Cobblestone generator. Forget my plate. I need to put a whole bunch of buckets of lava in there. That. Oh. Don't have enough to go higher, huh? What's the powder that comes out of blaze rods? I'm forgetting the name. Oh my god. I'm gonna look it up, but I can't remember the name. I'm drawing a complete blank on whatever the hell the powder is. That blaze powder. Okay. Drawing a complete blank on blaze powder. Getting a few of these. Bear with me a moment. Bounce up and down. Thought I wasn't going to need this anymore. Snad helps. It'll still grow on sand, but Snad will definitely increase the speed. Sure. Oh, well, what do you know? I already had some in there. Look at that. Look at me being prepared. Not really. I didn't know. Back to cobble, which means now we can go to the big dog emerald. I'm a cobblestone generator. I'm going to need an automated user. These. That. I had any of those made. User. Hopefully that's everything at this point. All right. Item type from a file folder? Not that I'm aware of. I can look. Whiteout tape. Craft with any folder with 0 items or blocks. I'd say probably the whiteout tape. I'll be honest with you. The cost of doing that, I would just throw it away and make a new one. Would be my recommendation. Slime ball, 4 papers. You've already almost got the cost of a new one anyways. But I'll bet that's what that does. Can't say for sure. But I would assume. All right. I'm sure I forgot something, but we're going to go in here and try it anyways. That in the corner. You. Well, dang it. Torch, cauldron, fluid, table, tables, I'm gonna do it that way. And I can bring power off the top. Okay. Work with me. Good. Where my line is, that's where my power is running. This is going to be my primary line of scrimmage, where most of the machines are going to go. So, first thing I need is the electrolytic separator. Go right about that. I realize what I've forgotten now. I forgot. Ooh. Bring a water source. Dang it. Oh well. Still can be fixed. We'll go back and get it in a minute. That's going to be my first pressurized. They have to be facing opposite directions for this to work. The way the electrolytic separator is, it pulls one thing to the left and one thing to the right. So I want the stuff coming out the left to go into this thing, but I need this coming in the left on this one. Then we have our crusher. It's going to go... Wait on the crusher. Item extraction cable, that's coming out top. Crank that. That's going to be for where my substrate is pulled out. I'll get pulled into there. That's going to get pulled out. That will move over to my PRC down the road. All right, so I need the crusher to make the PRC. Go back to HDPE pellets. Oop, typed everything wrong there. HDPE pellets. So for that, I need substrate. That's at the end. So I do need substrate to make substrate. I need water and hydrogen to turn biofuel into substrate. And the side effect, or the extra thing it makes, is ethylene, which I need. It did do it? Excellent. Thank you, James, for checking that. I appreciate that. Ethylene is a byproduct of something I need. So I need the biofuel to run into this. Biofuel crusher there. And then item extraction cables. That's where I'm going to need my chest. Here, a chest here. Bonsais are going to go. Chest coming out this side to the trash can. This side. So, that's right. Item extraction cable in the front. Auto eject on item input. This one struggles. This one does not like to work well. I may have to flip this around a couple times to get it to fit. But it is irritating. Not always work the first time. You're welcome, Carbon. So I need my mulch. Well, I hate when I do that. All right, so in here, blacklist sapling. Here, whitelist. Only saplings pulled into my machine. Everything else goes into the trash can. Don't need it. That I can get going right now to get a little head start. See? We'll try this. That is working. Okay, so it did. It just needed to be running for it to connect. So that's going to produce my substrate. My biofuel. So for this, I need input on the front. That should pull that in automatically, which it is. And I need that to eject out the top. And none. And I fluids is only a fluid or a gas. Ethylene is a gas. So output on the right already. Excellent. All right. All right, right. So that part is up and working. It has no power because I forgot to give it power. But it also has no power because I haven't kicked the power system on. That probably would have been helpful too, don't you think? This stupid moment brought to you by Onlydraven Gaming. Got some in there for me? Thank you. Kickstart. It will be loud for a couple of minutes. Won't be as bad up here. Fix that later. Alright. So this is correct. One fluid going in here, one fluid going over here. This is going to go to the very end. I'm going to need some more tubes. So, wow, that is loud. Okay. Get that stuff out of the way. So here's, now I have ethylene. I need liquid ethylene. So I need a condensating device. A rotary condensator. That's the one block I did not make. That will feed into another PRC. Yes, that will feed into so power one here, there, that pipe, that, yes. Another PRC. C goes that way. Tubes. Connect those. That up, that up, that up. I was wondering, can I not do anything when I press shift and right click? You don't have to press shift. It's just right click to just make you use the water in your bucket automatically. Oops, I hit right click myself just talking about it. I need a rotary. Rotary. Oh, I did not set that for power. No, it's got power coming in. Input. But why is that not getting any power? Oh, probably because it's just charging up the first machine. It's not getting to it. Okay, that's got power. It's got power. That's got power. Not have power. Why do you not have power? It's not working because it has. Bottom. The wrong. Oh. Well, dang it. Why is that not getting power? Always assume you did something wrong. Try it again. Everything's the input, so it should be taking power from every section. The front should be good. Right then. That don't work. Break it and put it back down. Every block can glitch out. You never know. Still not getting any power. Is input right? Is input. Well, I am in a conundrum. I cannot figure out why this is not taking power. It's not taking power either, so it's the block then. I've never had a problem with this before. Never not ever worked. Still not taking power. Not taking power from any direction. I'm going to go make another one. It could be something wrong with the block. I've never had a problem with a crusher before. I've already got another crusher. It's working perfectly fine without any problem. Check the settings on that one. See what I did differently. Crusher, side config, output, energy from the bottom, energy's coming in the back. All green. That's the thing, it should work. This one here is working perfectly fine. See? Now it's working perfectly fine. Alright. Try this. Taking power from the back. I'll work with that then. As long as I can get it going, that's all I care about. Alright. That's working again. I'll put my sub-bio into here. Pull my substrate out. And pull it right into there. DRC on input from the top. Is it worth smelting into diamond blocks? Not really. If you're using filing cabinets, space is basically infinite. I just use as regular diamonds. For some reason, it was only taking power from the back on that machine. Strange. That's got power. That's got power. That's got power. It stopped again. It was only getting power because it was running off the wireless network back at the house. Okay, well. Make another one. I know this one works. I'll just take this one. Come back and make another one for out here later. It already had power, so that doesn't help. So I need eject on, input from the left, output from the right, energy from the bottom, and from the... Oh, because I didn't put any of those in there. That would help, wouldn't it? It's not taking power either. Of a bitch. This is irritating. I've never had this problem before. I built this thing probably 10 times at this point. And do power config. With every single thing having energy on, every single direction is now currently set up to pull power. It will not pull power. Understand this. Well, no, everything else is getting power. I mean, every machine next to it is successfully pulling power. So it's something with this block or this spot, and I don't know what it is. Okay. Let me drop it this way. Hey, Master Heap for the 3rd month. Thank you very much. Yeah, the wires, again, every other machine is getting power. It's providing power for sure. This block will not take it. And I cannot figure out why. That's item. Every side is set for input for power. It should be able to pull power from every direction at this point. And it's not pulling it from underneath or from the side. Is barely getting any power. Well, no, this is the tutorial I did. Like I said, the crusher pulls it into the front. It's the only way to make that work. I need this. That's exactly where I need the biofuel. This is what's producing my biofuel. Maybe I'm not producing enough energy? You knew about that? I run out. Oh. I don't have that many machines on it. Should be only that overloaded. I guess that's what it was. It just wasn't getting enough power. Which is odd considering I've got 8 energy upgrades in here. I need to do that on everything eventually. Normally don't have to, but guess we'll figure that out. Alright, so this is not pulling anything in yet because I need to connect this. Random extraction cable. Now this setup, I've got to pull it in from the back. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Only want that to go in there. Alright, item config. Pulling that in now. That in. Not pulling it out. Big output. Stuff in there. Pulling it out, the PRC wasn't taking it. Okay? Oh, that's not moving forward because it's got nowhere else to go. Okay, that I can handle. So that doesn't have any fluid to move forward yet. So that I can handle. All right. Now I need to go to make the rotary a water source. Water source is going to be more irritating. Rotary. 3 in the middle. Tank. Tank. Need whatever that is. Rotary. I hate when a JEI does not pull the stuff in. Just such a pet peeve. Alright, so we've got that. Done with the rotary. I need a water source, which means now I'm going to have to get a whole bunch of buckets. Of which I currently have 3. Alright. That still hasn't given me a sapling. That's creating. Here, heads, you hold all this stuff for me, will you? Add it in there. Okay. More than I need, but I'll take it. I need a better water source out here. Well. Alright, so I'm trying to make infinite water source. One. Yeah, I thought I might have some more of that. Don't have a lot. Graphite. What we got for 26? Be able to munch that up, right? A little bit. Back to water for now. I want at least a tier 2. I'd rather have a tier 3. Get a tier 2 out of it. I usually have a better infinite block like this made up. So I had one of those either. I just don't like the way they look. So I got rid of it. I just normally have made myself the good one by now, and I've been lazy in it. Just because I hate doing this step. It's irritating. Again, dig my own hole, right? Oops. Wrong button. That should be that. Need an extra one. Water source compact. That should do me. For now. Hello, Colonel. Remember a donation, you spin the wheel. What's the most amount of shots you've taken in a stream? In a regular 2 to 4 hour stream, I want to say last week or two, and we did 15. What was that? Last Friday? Or it was the 30th, because it was the last day of the month. It would be right around there. 15 or 16, I think, is the most I've ever had to do in one stream. Not counting the 24-hour Extra Life stream. There was more there, but it wasn't as bad because it was broken up over 24 hours, right? So, not quite as funky. Look at it that way. All right. Inside we go again. Alright, so this filled with water. This is going to make the gases that I need. I just got to make sure that they'll work. There's no way to configure this one. It just does. One to the left, one to the right. That one comes in from the left, fills it up. Already good. This one is putting the fuel into this thing. It also needs water. Right. Ooh. Need water? I think I need water for that too. That. Substrate into 8 substrate. Straight HP. So that's the one that I'm making. Liquid ethylene comes from the concentrator. Comes from a PRC. Yes, it needs water as well. Well, damn it. Got water. Still getting water. Okay. That'll work. I know I had it somewhere in here. What have you missed? We built compact machine, obviously. I made one. We got the wither builder automated. We automated poop, so we can make a set of that. Now we're working on this to make yet another HDPE pellet setup. PRC. So this needs coming from the front input. Wait, is it gas, ethylene, liquid? It's a liquid. Liquid, fluid. That should automatically be exporting, but it is not. I think I need a fluid cable there. And I didn't bring an extra fluid cable. Okay, that's working, that's working. That's pulling it out. So all that's working, I just need an extra fluid cable. Okay. I fell asleep. Kidding. You fall asleep? It's okay. I understand. I know sometimes this is not the most riveting content. Have more items, chests. Yes, 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 yes. Where are the tunnels? In there. Yep, that was the difference. Now it's pulling liquid ethylene. All right, so to recap, this machine and that machine is saying this is creating hydrogen over here and oxygen going around into this machine. Hydrogen being turned into substrate, finding the biofuel from this thing, which is going to stop here soon because this is not producing a lot of saplings. But that's okay. I'm going to go back and get a bunch of saplings. So the last thing is I need to pull these out of here. And I am having some power issues. I'm going to need another stack. So item, this, extraction cable, put a chest down for overflow. That's already good. Then I need another pipe. That is not how I meant to do that. The reason I don't fall asleep at 11. Oh, well, you need sleep at 11. I apologize. Harder for me to stay awake? Well, that's true. So I guess I am more entertaining intoxicated, right? Okay. Now that. Eventually, the oxygen is going to overfill. I'm going to have too much of it. I'm going to try to loop it around if I can. And oxygen is a fluid, if I'm correct. Pulling it out? It is. No, it's still overfilling. All right, let's try this then. Can't remember how I've run into this in the past. Run into this problem in the past. Finding a way to void these is so damn hard. Because there's no void in this damn. Yeah, I guess that's right. Not pulling anything out. That's not it. Gases. Okay. Turn everything output. I shouldn't have done that one. Not working. It's pulling the gas in the back around. That out. I need to find a way to pull this out. It's going to over. Plus, I have to keep coming back, and I got to keep draining this as well. Because the problem we run into is these machines produce more than this can take, and it clogs it up. Because there's no way to void frickin' gases in this thing, cannot find a way to get rid of it. Downshift. Thank you for all your tutorials as a fellow Canadian. I appreciate all your contributions. You're very welcome, Downshift. How to get sugar or sugarcane? Seeds. Sugarcane seeds is usually the easiest way, and there's a couple ways to get those sugarcane seeds. Oh, there they are, sugarcane seeds. You can get them by buying them from a market or jumping on top of any leaves inside of a crushing tub. That's probably the easiest way if you don't have a market yet. Just put some leaves in a crushing tub and jump up and down on them. I need more fluid. Those. Trash can. See if I can figure out a way. I'd like to figure out a way to permanently fix this. It's been irritating me for so long. Chest. I don't need these on me right now. In my way. I'll get the process running. What? All my pipes went away. Well, I don't remember doing that. But okay. You have to throw them in water with, I want to say it's lapis and gold or lapis and redstone. I can never remember, so I throw all three in there. Yes, I'm also Canadian. That is correct. Stream ends today at midnight Eastern, so we've got a little less than an hour to go here. It's like lapis and gold. I can't remember if it's gold or redstone, so I just throw it all in there at once. Figure it out. It's not pulling that out. Fluid, and that's a gas. No way. Get it out. Can't get that. Shit it out the back somehow. Everything is listed as output. On. The problem is if I put a container there, the container is going to get full. I'm trying to find a solution to this to stop clogging. Is really what I'm running into. And I'm not. That's where I'm having a problem, because this is going to. It's, as you can see, it's getting more oxygen. It will eventually fill, and it's putting this here. There's oxygen. This is going to eventually fill up because oxygen is a byproduct of oxygen. So finding a way to get this to spit out is the problem. No, it's the oxygen on the right that's the problem, Colonel. This is a side product. This part will clog. And when it does, this machine will stop running. It produces it very slowly. As you can see, 99, 104. It's going to take a while for it to clog, but it will clog. I've run into this so many dang times. On every design I build, I have to keep manually cleaning that out. And I also need to manually keep cleaning out one of these. One of these things is going to fill up too. Oh, man. Sorry. Getting a little fuzzy to see. Again, I'm still not feeling super well from the injection yesterday. I'm having some... I'm hot, but if I turn my fan on, then it makes my eyes get all funky because the wind's blowing it. In pig spawner. I have done that as well. I put 4 spawners and put them in a mob farm, thinking that it would be super loads amount of stuff, and it broke. Luckily, I did it inside of a compact machine. All I had to do was chuck the compact machine, but yeah, it was a bit of a bumble on my end. This is working. This is working. It's slow, but I'd rather it go slow than... I found if I put a bunch of the speed upgrades in here, it'll cause clogging as well, because some of these machines will produce faster than others. That's going okay. That's pulling a decent amount of liquid ethylene in, so that's okay. Here's where you run into the other issue, right? So this liquid ethylene gets full. It'll stop pulling liquid ethylene out of here. And when that gets full, it's going to stop pulling ethylene out of here. When this gets full, it stops pulling it out of here, which means this is going to stop making biofuel. And that's the other clog. You occasionally have to pull some additional out. Or else you will run into clogging. There's no... I've yet to find a pure fix that will fix any of that. What you're going to do. Well, no, right now I'm just automating HDPE pellets, which you need for several different things, but mulch is one of them. That's the thing. There's no way to completely... that I have found in this game. I've found no way to 100% automate HDPE pellets, because there will always be a clog in the system. Fluid tank, well, I can pull it out with a fluid tank, but then I have to keep raking the tank and replacing it with a new tank. It's still me doing stuff. Finding a way to... it's not anything from mulch. This has nothing to do with mulch. This is HDPE pellets. So this machine creates ethylene, but I need liquid ethylene. So this converts ethylene into liquid ethylene, which is what puts it into here, because liquid ethylene is needed to make the HDPE pellet. Oh my goodness, I apologize. Bear with me just a moment, guys. My eyes just went all like allergic to something. Now they're all hard to see. Itchy. Give me just a minute. I'm having this a bit problem today. One reason I napped a bunch is the longer I stare at the screen, the more my eyes are bothering me today. Again, remember, 2 of my issues are that 2 of my clogs are gases. There are 3 clogs in this setup. One of them is back here, and that's oxygen. I have to find a way to get rid of oxygen. I have to get a way to get rid of some of my liquid ethylene. The black hole tank would work for that. But 2 of the issues I'm going to have are gases. I need to find a way to, without being able to get rid of this oxygen, everything else stops. This oxygen is the real hard part. Because I just cannot find a way to void gases. Anything. Trying to think of any other block that would do it. Nothing that gets rid. That's the thing. It'll run for a while, and I can just come back and manually empty it. But to fully automate a mulch process, which is what I've been asked. I've been asked how to automate mulch. Probably one of the more common things that I get, and I keep telling people I haven't found a way to do it. Because this process is what kills it every time. Thinking maybe I could pull it into a separator and then use dumping excess, but it won't pull in because it's a finished product, not an... I was afraid of, but I thought I might try. That won't work. Which I have. It's there. That's so this has got speed upgrade, so this will produce way faster than this. I really don't need a chest there. I can just have it going up and over, but I like to have an overfill in case it clogs over. This will go faster than this. Pulling into there. Everything is going slow, but this is the issue. Yes, the electrolytic separator does, but the electrolytic separator will not take a gas as an input. That's what I just did. It won't pull gas in. It pulls in water only. Because oxygen is a byproduct, it's not an actual ingredient, you can't pull it in. It won't come into this machine. So that's where the issue with this is. 100%, yeah, I tried that myself, but the problem is this will not take anything except water. That's its job. Fortunately, will not pull any oxygen into it because it exits. Oxygen. Oxygen is the gas that's the primary problem. Oxygen is the gas that kills everything. It will it's slow, but it eventually will clog right here on the right-hand side where it says oxygen. Because this uses oxygen and creates more. So when this oxygen tank fills, it will stop working. And I cannot find a way to drain that permanently. With tanks and all sorts of stuff there, but it will, whatever I put there will also eventually fill. I cannot find an infinite way of running this. And I could connect 100 tanks to it. It could take a month for it to empty. But it's still not an infinite, and that's what I'm trying to see. Trying to find a way to get rid of the gas. Liquids have a bit more options, but these gas tanks do not. These are the only things that will hold gas, so these stupid tanks. Yep. Make an ultimate one, but that's still, it's only going to last a while. I'm looking for a way to fix it permanently. And I'll be honest, I just don't think there is one. efficiency. That's never built one of these. No config file. I guess oxygen is not a burnable gas. I mean, I didn't assume it was. I was shooting for the stars there, but I thought it might work. I'm not sure the condenser works that way. We'll give it a shot. Pretty sure it doesn't turn oxygen into something else. I don't think that's a convertible backwards. These. Oh. Did it. That deletes that completely then. Watching to make sure it doesn't go back up. Make sure it's burning at a usual speed. Looks like that'll work. Okay, so that burns that. Now I've got to figure out a way to fix this clog. Liquid ethylene will eventually will build up quicker than this can use it. Because this is waiting on the PRC. Speed upgrades in this system screws it completely. Do not put speed upgrades in here. Because this, even at max speed, if I put everything at max speed, this does not produce biofuel as quickly as this needs it, but it will still produce gas faster than this can use it. I've tried that. I have tried putting speed upgrades in everything, and it still just clogs it up because this does not produce biofuel fast enough. As fast as this can use it. Produce substrate, I should say. This one's, that ethylene is full now. Because that's full, this one's starting to back up. And when this one gets full, that's when the system clogs. Because when that one gets full, this will start to fill up. And when that one gets full, I have no way of clearing out this. I have to put a tank in here to pull some of this out. How much have I made so far of the HDPE pellets? Probably a decent amount, but I'm trying to find a way to permanently run this. Want this? I need a way for this to go non-stop. That fixed the oxygen problem. And as stupid as this sounds, and I understand this is going to sound petty and stupid, using a black hole in there, the black hole will eventually fill. It's going to take forever. I understand that. But it still would eventually fill. It's not going to allow for continuous. The black hole will... So I need something that has the ability to dump automatically. But is not going to get rid of the actual that I need. Basically, I need this to overflow from here. This is where I wish I could pull this out of, but I can't. Right, but if I void it, it will void it completely. It won't put any into this machine. If I put another thing over here that voids it, it's going to void it faster than this will use. There's no way to set a priority on these. The issue. But this device can only come out one side. So I can't have a second thing come off of this. I need whatever comes off of this has to still provide gas to this and somehow provide it to void or excess, however. And it's a fluid that I'm having a problem with, not a gas. See, now you can see how this is filling up now that I've got some stuff going. These are full now, so this is filling. When this gets full, this will fill. But there's no way to pull anything. I have no way of pulling this out. The ethylene has no output. This machine has no configuration. So I can only pull it out of one side. Right, yeah, and that's the issue. Yeah, it's because it has only one output on this entire machine. I'll have to move everything to the right to be able to squeeze something else in here. The second PRC would only delay the inevitable. It would use some, but it's still going to clog. Well, that's the thing. I don't know a device that'll do that. If I put a tank here, all right, say I move all this stuff to the left, and where this PRC is, I put a tank of liquid. Holding tank. This is going to go, this is going to go, that's going to connect to, has to still get some, but it needs it at a rate that if I put another thing coming off that tank to void it, it's just going to keep pulling that off. How do I prioritize it to go this direction into the PRC when there's no way to prioritize an extraction kit? Oops, what do we got there? Patrick! Wow. Wow, in the last 30 minutes. That's going to be a rough one to rub up. Wow, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's surprising. Okay, let's get the wheel going. Find my glasses. Let's go ahead and spin some wheels for Patrick. My goodness. Thank you again very much, Patrick. That's 5 spins of the wheel for you, my friend. Let's see what they bring us today. Mystery bag. Of course it did. Cherries. Moonshine. Double shot of your choice, Patrick. You get to pick a blue one for a double shot, sir. Jaeger. So I have moonshine, cherries, Jaeger, mystery bag, and Patrick gets to pick a double shot of any of the blues. This is going to be a harsh 30 minutes, Patrick. Oh, I'm going to need a spoon for the cherries. Be right back. 1 second. All right. Let's see. Patrick, if you would like, choose your double shot. If you do not choose the double shot, I will choose the double shot. So double shots work now. Cherries. Double shot of cherries. Plus I had cherries, so that's a lot of cherries. That is a lot of cherries. All right. I'm going to do the cherries first because, let's be honest, they are harsh. Yeah, there's not a fluid tank that auto dumps that I've ever found. I agree. I just can't find one. All right. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to do all these cherries in one single gulp. It's going to take a couple, but filling up my cup. I need a change. Woo! Ooh, cup full of cherries in there. All right. The cherries first. Oh, by the way, Al, the sour apple Old Smoky is delicious. I'm going to do it last because I'm looking forward to that. So I have a cup full of cherries. That's technically 3 cherry shots. Actually threw an extra cherry on top of that, but it's too late to know. Then I have a Jaeger. And then I have the moonshine. Okay. So making sure I don't get stingy. I don't want to rob anybody. Make sure you get your money's worth. Yeah, sour apple, probably after the white chocolate strawberry. It's probably the best one I've had. It's very tasty. Slightly less alcohol content, but still very tasty. I'm going to get my drink over here because these cherries are rough, and I'm going to be doing 6 of them. 5 of them? A bunch of cherries in there. Okay, well, Patrick, thank you so very much for your support of the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for your donation. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. You're about to see me get good. If you have a good time today, be sure to click like. And if you're new here, be sure to subscribe so you can watch me do stupid things like this all the time. All right, here we go. Oh, man. Thing with the cherries is they just burn your mouth. I mean, you're straight up chewing moonshine. The pickles and peaches were nothing like this. The cherries are way worse. Whew. All right. There's the other half. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, plus they get stuck in your teeth. Every couple of minutes, you find another piece. Okay. Now the Jaeger. I'm just going to use the same cup as I did the cherries. Jaeger kills the flavor of everything else anyways. It also hurts my teeth. The cherries are so potent, that many of them. Then I'll finish with the delicious sour apple. Oh, my eyes are watering from the cherries. Oh my goodness. Woo! Now, as a quick reminder, tomorrow there are no streams. Tuesday is my 1 day off streaming. But I'll be back Wednesday for 4 hours of Satisfactory. I made some changes in there. I think you all will be interested. And then we have a 5-hour Sky Factory 4. So I've got some stuff planned for that one. So hopefully you'll come back Wednesday. Wednesday's our big Sky Factory stream. That's from 6 p.m. to 11. And I will be honest, if for some reason we get some donations, I'm going to have to cut the drinking off at 9 p.m. I got to get up at 5 o'clock the next morning and drive to Nashville, just 3 hours away. So if for some reason there are some donations, I may have to hold some of those over for the next stream. Because safety first, right? Jaeger. Oh. That will never taste any better. It is never going to happen. Satisfactory. You land on this alien planet, and basically you start reaping its resources with machines and stuff, and send goods back to the homeland, mother planet, whatever. Kind of the first episode I struggled with it a bit. Decided I'd give it a second. One came back in. Once I kind of got the kick of it, it got way better. I'm excited to show you off the changes I've made. I made some changes in there. Reorganized some things. So hopefully some of you will swing by for that. That one will be 12 to 4. So noon to 4 Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. Moonshine. Now, this is the good one. This one tastes good, so I'm okay here. All right. Is that all of them? Did I miss one? Oh, cherries, 3 cherries. The mystery bag. I forgot you got a mystery bag. It's actually 6 shots. I almost robbed you of your mystery bag, Patrick. I will not stand for that. So here's the way the mystery bag works now. Mystery bag. Little tiny $1 or less shots of alcohol. I pull out a couple of them, and you get to pick the one you like. Okay, I'm going to put back the one I did last time, just because I don't think I'm going to give you the same thing twice. All right. Here we go. So here are your choices. We have Trochka Yellow, which is a vodka shot, and Sheepdog Peanut Butter Whiskey. I don't remember the taste, but I remember I don't like it. And these aren't good either. But so, Patrick, would you like me to do the Trochka Yellow or Sheepdog Peanut Butter Whiskey of all damn? I will give you a moment to consider while my eyes are watering. I'll clean out some of the stuff I got here. Let's see. This stuff that I'm holding. Always. We'll see. Patrick gets a pick. Got a good chunk of, got a good chunk here of those now. Now, I ran into the same issue over here with not being able to void a gas. Tried to squeeze this all in too small. What is it making? Making ethylene. Worry about that. Worry about that. see how we're doing for fertilizer. Because we haven't actually made any of the mulches today. We just got the stuff to make the mulches. So let's make some mulches, right? Patrick, my pick? Well, if you're going to give me a pick, I'm going to take the Trochka Yellow. Number one, it'll get rid of it. And the reason I want to get rid of it is it's a glass bottle. Sometimes when I grab it, I realize I'm pulling a Trochka. So kind of want to get rid of that. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Trochka shot. And I appreciate it, Patrick. You are a loving human being. Not only for the donation, but for your charity here. I'm going to take these little bottles. I'm going to start saving them somewhere. So you can see all the disgusting things. And then if there's specific stuff people like to see me drink, I'll buy those again and throw them in there. The ones that taste good, I probably won't. Just because, you know, nobody likes to see that. This does not taste good. Not as bad as a peanut whiskey, if I remember correctly. So, again, Patrick, thank you so very much for your donation today and your continued support of the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Not good, but not the worst thing in there. Look at mulch. I need amber mulch. So where's amber mulch? First of all, I need to make another stack of amber mulch. That way I can move on to ruby mulch. Stack of ruby mulch. Make 2 stacks of ruby mulch. I don't know why. I just fucking thought so. You know. Red mulch. Also, do I have any substrate? Go ahead. There you go. 2 stacks. So the red mulch I'm going to use right now. The other one I'm going to use later. Black. This is where the HDPE pellets become the devil. I don't think I have enough to build those yet. We'll try. So for black mulch, I need technically 2 stacks of that. I did not have enough. I only made 36. I'm good. Oh, wait, probably more in here. Oh, there's 2. Wow, 2? That's not a lot. Is that all that made? There's no more coming out? Uh-oh, something clogged already? Hold on a minute. Let me take a look and see if something's clogged. It's very hot in here. Oh, it's because I ran out of saplings. No, there they are. Saplings, right. Hydrogen. Why did I run out of hydrogen? Where the hell is my hydrogen? Oh, oxygen's clogged the system. I forgot to hit dump excess. That's my fault. That's my fault. I forgot oxygen has to be set at dump excess, or else this clogs up this machine. Oh, what the hell? Oh, there's a hole. So, now that I've done that, this will start getting the hydrogen again, and the world will be a happier place. How bad are we over here? Woo, liquid ethylene's full, like I said. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I can throw a tank in here and clean it out pretty quickly. It's a manual thing, and I'm trying to avoid. And then this ethylene's clogging up. We'll figure that out. I got enough to last a little while anyways, so that's good. Look at all these. Look at all this. Alright, I'm going to go ahead with the red mulch. I'm going to let this stuff build up. And we will do black mulch and blue mulch on the 5-hour stream on Wednesday. But I am going to go ahead, put these better mulches in, because I definitely need some stuff. Let's do that. Oh, let me put it down. Standing. Get this crappy mulch. Alright, everybody. This is how it's going to work. Break these real quick. It's going to take a minute, so you guys are going to have to be patient with it. Now I'm going to knock all these down real quick. Lapis. We just went up 2 levels of mulch in one day, so that's definitely going to help with our resources we've been running out of, like iron. And I will, over the next day or so, I'm still going to have some time to fiddle with this. Oh, no. Hang on, I hit a button. I'm back. Then I'm going to work on... I'll see if I can work any more on the HDPEs. Start prepping for the next mulchity step. We'll look at... I'm going to work on that. mulch. And it is so hot in here. I feel like I am in an oven right now. I kid you not. It is very, very hot. Much like me. Not really. I'm not hot. Don't tell anybody I said that. Pretty ugly, but that's okay. Because I'm the epitome of a nice personality. Not really. I'm actually quite the asshole in my regular life. I'm much nicer here than I am on regular life. You'd be surprised how much I censor myself on stream. Kind of a turd. Did the donation goal update? It did not. So when someone donates via chat or super sticker, I have to go in and manually add that after the stream, because that goes through YouTube, and Streamlabs OBS that I use does not have any way of tracking that. So now, flip side of that is if you donate using the link down in the description of all of my streams, that goes through PayPal. Use credit card, debit card, PayPal, whatever you want. And it's the same thing, except it goes through the OBS specifically, so it automatically counts those. Either one is fine. Some people ask me, do I have a preference? I would say yes, the link down in the description, only because if you do super chat or super sticker, YouTube takes like a third of it. And if you do it through the link, I pay like a 50 to 75 cent processing fee. So definitely, there's a big difference. But you know what? I'm going to tell you this. I don't care. If you are a loving, benevolent person who wants to donate money, man, thank you very much for the incredibly high compliment. I mean, that says a lot that you want to throw money at my tubby self for the silly things I do on stream. So I appreciate that you want to do that. So regardless of how or when or whatever, man, thank you very much. I would also like to say that I think I'm going to put a couple of the items on the ODG store on sale here tomorrow. Ah, poop. I didn't need that one. I'll just say this thing. So, for anybody who might be thinking about some merch, showing you on my website, Onlydraven.com, so you can get things like my shirts, poster. Whoa, chair almost fell backwards. Posters, and things like that, stickers, mugs. I got someone ordered a blanket for the first time this week. I'm really excited for them to get that because I'd like to know how it turns out. I've never got the blankets myself, so I'm very excited to see what they think of the blankets. But yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff on there, and if you are a member of the Draven's Dragons, if you are part of the membership program, please remember you get a 10% off everything on the store all the time, including sale items. So sale prices, you get 10% off of that too. So please remember to use that code. If you're not sure where to find it, go into the members stream section. Well, I don't have any sapling in there. Go to the members threads in Discord, and it will tell you there's a code there for you can use. That's for members to get an extra 10% off everything, including sale items. Now, tomorrow is June, not tomorrow. The tomorrow of months. Next month is June. So when next month's is run in, if I'm correct, if I'm wrong, I apologize. I want to say June is Pride Month, so I'll be bringing the Pride merch back out. We got a Pride design, and I'm working. May speak with Shadowcast about getting something a little bit new for that. It is June. Thank you, Colonel. Yes, there is a Pride design that I had up last year that I'll bring back. It's basically a lot of the stuff coming up with the rainbow ODG symbol. Like this, but it's a rainbow in the background. I thought Shadow did a really good job with it. It's not the definitive lined rainbow like that. It's more of like the colors merge like a real rainbow. We kind of want something that stood out a little bit more bright like that. But she did a really good job on it. So I'll be bringing that back in June. So, you know, if you're into that kind of stuff, which I must be honest, you should be, then you might want to wait till June. June, we may also do a extra long stream one day. an extra life stream. As many of you know, that I am a part of the Extra Life charity, specifically under Team Rooster Teeth. So if you are, if you know anything about that, it's a charity that supports the Children's Miracle Network, and it's important to me. One of my very best friends, Sean, had a daughter who was an ambassador and a patient of the cancer ward of that. And so it is something I like to work towards every year. So we're going to have a small stream in June and then a massive stream in November or December, which is 24 hours. Did you put your... I did not. Those are empty. That's what these are for. But this damn sapling is not giving me a sapling. I've let it run for 3 hours now. So I'm going to retire it temporarily. We're going to retire it. That sapling, Tree of Time, is not dropping another sapling. I need to hide that somewhere. That over. I just don't want it to get mixed up. Where did I'm going to put a better mulch in there, too. That'll be good. Let me grab the other mulches. 333, that's the good one, right? Now I can put one of these other ones. See, those ones down there for these saplings that I haven't... Some of them are vanilla. What I'm trying to do is I do it up here first so I can get one of everything so I can make a folder for it to put it downstairs. If I may have to go to the Twilight Forest and find another sapling to be able to do that before I put them in the files. The floor, Dylan Knox asked the floor. This is lava stone, but I chiseled it into the zag design. These ones on the edge that you see the lines, this is the mosaic. And mosaic, if you just did all this in mosaic, it would make the middle gray with just the border. But I really like the zag design, and you can get the zag design in different blocks as well. But I think that the lava block zag is one of the nicest ones, nicest building designs in the entire game. So yes, I highly recommend it. So today we got HDPE pellets mostly set up. We fixed one issue with the concentrator at the end, which is good. Now I just got to try to figure out the other one. Is there a water zag? You know, I don't know. Let's take a look. There is, yes. All of the lava stone is also available in water stone. It's the same recipe, except you replace the lava bucket with water bucket. That would actually be a cool design. I may have to do something with the water stone. It's all the exact same cuts. Almost everything in chisel has the exact same cuts. Not all of them, but most of them do. So, you know, there's that. So, again, I would like... Oh, let me jump up and down. Remind you, folks, there are no streams tomorrow, but I will be putting up at least one, if not two, tutorials. Probably one in Sky Factory, probably one in Stone Block 2. I'm still doing some there. I'm also going to try to put out a video. Are they all done? I've gone ahead and I've pulled the last members only stream, which was a Jackbox night, and I'm going to take one or two of those games and edit them down into like just a 15 or 20 minute video to put out for people to watch to kind of see what happens on the member streams. The member streams are a little more laid back. Sometimes we use the voice chat where I can hear people and stuff like that. What's the tutorial going to be? Wow, I'm forgetting it. I want to say I'm looking right now at the mechanism jetpacks. It was a specific requested tutorial, and it's not something I've ever messed with, to be honest with you. Well, we got 9 minutes. Let's take a look. I've never really messed with the mechanism jetpacks. Is this guy. Like one. Now, it does not use power. It uses some type of gas, I would assume. No gas stored. Gas stored. But oh, hydrogen. Oh, I need. Oh, hydrogen's not stored. Hydrogen. Hydrogen. Electrolytic separator. I was just using one of those. Huh. That's what I was pulling out over there. It was a hydrogen. I should go steal a tank of it real quick. Don't tell anybody on this. I'm not sure how you'd load it, so I got to figure out how to load it and things. But somebody asked me specifically to do those jetpacks, so I'm going to put one together tomorrow. I've never messed with it. Somebody asked how you build it, how you load it. So I'm going to get in there, figure it out, and put it out. Not sure what I'm doing for stone block. I've got 2 built. I just have to film and then edit. I just haven't decided which one I'm going to put up first. And then for the Jackbox thing, I'm going to probably watch. It was like 3 hours long. I'm going to watch through a couple of them and figure out which game was kind of the more entertaining, where we had a lot of fun and laughing and stuff. So hopefully people will enjoy watching one of those. I'd like to start putting out a bit more edited content. So the member streams will start coming out. I won't be putting out the whole 2.5 hours. How come you don't put your face cam on in your videos? Oh, that's a good question. I don't do it on the tutorials, mostly, to be honest with you, because when I first started making tutorials, I had no idea I was going to be streaming. Never crossed my mind. I had no intention of streaming. I was just making tutorials for almost the first year. So I didn't even really have a webcam set up for much. I didn't do anything with it. So I had no intention of that. So for the tutorials, again, you don't really get much from seeing me. You know, in this, I'm being silly and having drinks and laughing and chatting with everybody. The tutorials are short little videos where people are coming to see the information. Having my ugly mug on the screen would just detract from the information people are getting. I try to make the tutorials as bare-boned as possible. The same way that if I wanted to watch a stream or like a video, I don't need all that fluff. I don't want to see that. So I try to keep the tutorials as minimal as possible and as short as possible. Sometimes they'll go long. I try to keep them under 10 minutes. Once in a while, if it's a big deal, like we're covering a lot of stuff, it'll go 15 or 20. But I try to keep tutorials under 10 minutes and condense as much information down as I can. And again, having me on those isn't really going to add much to that entertainment one. Let's see. Put the electric separator on the right side. Yeah, you just toss a tank in there, it'll pull some out. What games do you play and show tutorials? Minecraft is where I do my tutorials. So mostly Sky Factory 4. I've done other Minecraft packs. I'm currently doing some stone block stuff now. I did one RL craft. That tutorial, man, is one of my top 5 video views. It's huge. But I only ever did one there. I did some volcano block. Sure, I don't think I did any in rustic. I talked about it, but I don't think I did any. But it's mostly the Minecraft stuff is the tutorials. And I try not to do tutorials for stuff that there's already 100 tutorials out there, you know. But what do I play? Minecraft is the big one. That's you're gonna see as we're moving forward more and more Minecraft content and less of the other stuff. I'm still gonna do some other stuff, but I'm completely honest. This started as a Minecraft channel. The Minecraft content I put out gets drastically more views and likes and comments than any of the other stuff that I do. I'm going to definitely make sure I'm focusing more on Minecraft as we move forward, but I am still going to have some other games in there, especially in the morning slots. Like again, on May the 14th is a Friday. Subnautica Below Zero is going to get a full release. I will be streaming that day. That will be what I'm streaming mornings from that point on. Oh, just put it in there. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I have one of those up here, though. Do I have one of those in here? That's a PRC. That's not it. All right, we'll go ahead and take a look at it real quick. Yes, Dylan, please. And I also have in our Discord channel, which you can get to by going to my website, Onlydraven.com, you will also find a link to our Discord channel. And that's also a great place to come in and put questions and suggestions for tutorials and things like that. Always looking for help with that. Wow, that used a lot. Okay. I barely touched it, but we'll go see how that did. Woohoo! Go outside. Take off my glitch armor. Put on this thing. Ooh, it is a fast fall. It's fast. Thing's real fast. I mean, considering it's a... does a hover mode or a hover mode. Sure. Very smooth. May the 4th be with me. I appreciate that. Always forget about that. Don't land in the dirt. Don't land in the dirt. Hey. All right, that's kind of cool. Well, that's easy then. I'll mess with that tomorrow. Because it was requested. I try to put the request. I try to do the requested tutorials first whenever I can. All right. Well, folks, we are right at the end of the day. And I need to call this a day because I am worn out. But thank you all for coming. Excuse me. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with me today. Again, I really appreciate you spending some of your time with me. If you had a good time, whether you're watching it today or 10 years down the road, please be sure to click that like button. Most importantly, remember to hit subscribe so you can hang out with us all the time. We also have a membership program. You'll notice all these people chatting in the green and the blue. Those are part of the membership program. It's like a Twitch sub, only cheaper, $2.99 a month. But you get access to our members-only Minecraft servers. We have a Sky Factory 4 server and a Pixelmon server currently. You also get members-only streams, the font, the cool little D&D dice after your name, custom emojis that are members-only for the YouTube channel, and a mess of other stuff that I always seem to forget. But we'd love to have you as part of that program. Great way to support the channel and get yourself some cool stuff in return. You can also join our Discord channel by going to my website, Onlydraven.com. Link at the top. Click on that. Come on in and hang out with us. While you're there, do me a giant favor. There's a page that shows all my social media links. I'd love it if you gave me a follow on Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that. When I hit 500 Twitter followers, I'm going to give away a $100 gift card to Steam to a random member of the Discord channel. I'm going to do the same thing when I hit 500 on my Instagram. Trying to get those things boosted up a little bit. Just make the channel a little bit more appetizing for potential sponsors. So be awesome if you did. I'd appreciate it. I got all the other ones on there, and I don't spam my stuff too often. I'm not one of these people who's going to fill up your feed all the time. I hate that. So you'll get hopefully sparingly and relatively interesting posts. But there's that there, the ODG store for cool Onlydraven gaming merchandise. Links to my streaming schedule. Links to all my tutorials and videos, and a mess of other information you might find helpful. Yeah, Colonel, give me a follow. I'll smack you back. I have no problem with that. I meant that in a positive way. Yeah, give me a follow. I'd love it. But thank you all so much for coming by. It has been a blast tonight. Thank you again, members, for being a part of the membership program. Your continuous support means a whole lot to me, and it really does help the channel, as well as to all the wonderful folks who've been donating and tipping here lately. Patrick today, Patrick, thank you so much today for your donation. For an example, sorry, I hit a button. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. It means a lot. And an extra special thank you to my moderators, who are all way more mature than I am. I don't even know why they hang out. But you folks have yourselves a wonderful couple of days, and I will see you back here again on Wednesday, although you'll probably see me in the Discord some tomorrow, so I'll chat with you there. You folks have a wonderful night, and I will catch you all later. Have a great day.